Good day, Aries. This is your August 2023 horoscope and mentions of a couple of important aspects that started earlier in March 2023. Let's first discuss the earlier aspects of Saturn and Pluto changing signs in March 2023. Saturn had been camped in Aquarius and your 11th house of friends, groups, associations, and your future plans. Saturn tends to prune and structure an area of your life it's transiting, preparing you for the next steps. Therefore you may have disassociated from friends or groups and readjusted your plans for the future in the past 2.5 years. You may have also gained a new friend or joined a particular group during this time. Now, Saturn is in Pisces and cleaning up your 12th house of spirituality, secrets, alone time, hospitals, or any type of confinement, and this may not necessarily be you, but you may have been dealing with someone else going through that and you are involved in some way. The 12th house is also a psychological house, and it can feel pretty weighty or somber, but it doesn't have to be. It could be more of a self-reflection of the past, owning it or coming to terms with it to prepare for Saturn entering your sign to stabilize your persona and identity, but that's for a future video. I'll just mention that you are a me-first fire sign, fiercely independent, pioneering, and passionate, as you should be because you are the warrior going out ahead of everyone else for the protection of everyone else. Therefore, having structured heavy Saturn pull your attention to this more psychological weighty area can be annoying for Aries, but it is for a purpose, and the purpose is to ground you and make you less impulsive, because you'll be thrust into new powerful friends, groups and associations, which is a good segue into explaining the other major aspect that happened in March 2023. And the other aspect that happened in March 2023 was Pluto changing signs from Capricorn, your 10th house of career and status, to Aquarius, your 11th house of friends, groups and future goals, a house that is ruled by Aquarius. Let's first talk about Pluto's energy. Pluto is associated with power, control, fear, and rebirth. Pluto takes about 15 years to tour a sign, so the rebirth, if you will, is a slow grinding transformation. And, with this particular cycle it'll be in Aquarius for about 20 years, because Pluto has some unfinished business still in Capricorn and it will be going back and forth into Capricorn and Aquarius for a couple of more years. The Aquarian energy is very different to Pluto's in that Aquarius is associated with electrical dynamic energy, it is quirky and unique, it's less linear and more up and down, the vibrations feel like ocean waves swelling, rising and crashing, rinse and repeat. Repeat may be an oxymoron to describe Aquarius energy because it does not do predictable repetition but rather different versions of repetition. Think of it like the game of whack-a-mole. Yes, the mole will pop up its head repetitively, but you can't predict when or where it'll pop up its head. Same thing with Aquarian energy. Okay, enough of metaphors, let's tie in the Pluto in Aquarius energies and what that means for you. Pluto's power plays with its slow grinding transformation into Aquarius electrical dynamics means that, for you, you'll have very powerful, sometimes controlling, quirky forward thinkers befriending and guiding you into a new future, a future that may involve the internet, AI, technology, and/or electricity. And remember, these interactions will be surprising, even shocking at times, being sporadically hoisted on you. The faint of heart need not apply, and you Aries are perfect to be able to handle that, especially because you're a heady person. Meaning, it's all about the head and eyes for an Aries. You may not be a fast talker like a Gemini, but you are a fast thinker and can keep up with a Gemini's fast-moving train of thought. After all, you are the ram, and you are going to use that hard head of yours to solve any problems. But that is also where the trouble may come in, among other problems. Aquarians are the geniuses of the zodiac, a little aloof and don't do drama. Arians are all about the drama, very engaging but can become disenchanted or bored with aloof people and move on quite quickly. After all, you love a good fight, and a good fight involves fighting for the underdog. I hope I'm giving you enough descriptives to understand the dynamics at play. But for the purpose of this video's scope of a short summary, I'll focus on two problems you may encounter or look out for, and the first one is described above. The second thing to look out for is power plays and fear mechanisms associated with Pluto. I'm not really worried about Pluto's fear aspect because you are the most fearless person, but being completely fearless can also make you miss signs of dangers ahead. Regarding the power plays, and because you are fiercely independent, Pluto will be teaching you that you can't necessarily fight your way out of a power play, and because you don't back down, it'll be a fight between you and Pluto. Let me just make it clear, Pluto always wins. So, what is the lesson here? It is Pluto teaching you to be a powerful player without compromising your values. How do you do that? You have about 20 years of Pluto University experience to graduate, haha. But seriously, I don't mean you will have 20 years of misery, but 20 years of different chapters of achievements. Pluto transits make a person powerful, learned, and an expert in the areas of their lives affected. Why it takes so long is because it's a death and rebirth, the phoenix rising from the ashes. But, we'll be discussing that in other videos in the future. Okay, let's move on to August 2023 and what is consuming your thoughts this month. It is your fifth house of love, romance, children, pregnancy, pets, and gambling. I'll focus on two Aries here, the single Aries and the attached ones. If you are single, you may be talking about engagements, moving in together, or some type of commitment. Look for the new moon in Leo on or about August 16th. This decision does involve children, the bedroom, and parenting. Final decisions won't be final until October, when Venus goes direct in Leo. So during her retrograde, now, expect for you, him or her to change or reverse course maybe more than once. But that's neither here or there. It is the attached Aries that these decisions are more involved and important, especially if the next generation is involved here. To add to that layer, we have Libra in the South Node and your 7th house of relationships, bringing destiny, fate, and kismet back in play from 18 or 19 years ago. It may be that person coming back into your life, it may be a different person you've been with since then, or an affair playing out again. But, there is talk about a split or carve out or compromise of some sort, as we also see Ceres in Libra. Depending on your personal chart and the talk on the new moon in Leo mid-August, an urgency will be ignited at the end of August when Mars moves into Libra. Expect some sort of agreement or compromise by mid-September and more clear final decisions by October. Whatever the outcome, Libra in the South Node is there until 2025, pulling your attention to your 7th house. In the beginning of August 2023, we had a full moon in Aquarius and your 11th house of friends and groups. Something there could have ended or come to fruition, especially if you have Aquarius factors in your natal chart. Finally, Mercury in Virgo is going to retrograde shadow starting August 4th until end of September. Mars is here too, so if decisions are not made by today regarding your health, routines, habits, job and/or service to others, expect disruptions, changes and reversals maybe 2 to 3 times before a final schedule by end of September. I hope you found this either entertaining and/or informative. If you did, please hit the like button. Okay, I'm off to finish uploading other signs. Oh, and if you are interested in future videos, vlogs, podcasts, live shows, or just want to be part of the community I'm trying to build, please consider subscribing. I welcome your comments and suggestions too. Thank you for listening.